Good evening. Welcome to the commencement ceremonies for the class of 2024. If you would, please stand or remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the stage Senior Class President, Kira Arrington.
Hi everyone. If you don't already know me, my name is Kira Arrington and I'm the 2024 Senior Class President. I'm so excited to get to stand before you guys today and express my gratitude. First off, of the many, many speeches I've written this year, this one has made me tear up the most. I remember coming to the graduation ceremony my sophomore year and telling my best friend, "Oh, class president gets to say a speech at graduation? I want to do that." And sure enough, here we are. From a high school freshman having so many dreams and aspirations for herself to watching those dreams come true, I want to give a huge thanks to the teachers and staff that have helped not only me to grow throughout my high school years, but every single student here today. We would not be here without you guys. So with much gratitude, I want to say thank you. I would also like to say thank you to the family members and close friends who have helped push us all to achieve what we may have thought was impossible. Your unwavering kindness and support has allowed us to be the best versions of ourselves. And lastly, a special thank you to my parents for always being a shoulder for me to lean on. You guys mean the absolute most to me, and I would not be where I am without you guys. Thank you for always believing in me and pushing me to be the best person I could be. You let me know that it's okay for things to go wrong and that I'll always have a shoulder to lean on. I thank God for blessing me with the most amazing and selfless parents there are, and I love you guys to infinity. Last but not least, to my classmates, I pray that each of you achieve greatness. Do not allow barriers to get in your way or allow anyone to tell you that you aren't capable of achieving your goals. Instead, I hope you find a way to knock down those barriers and prove these people wrong. Most of all, I hope and pray that God leads and protects you through this rocky journey that we call life. I pray that whatever path in life you choose to follow, He blesses you. I pray that all you soon-to-be graduates know that you are never too far away from God to run back to Him. I would like to leave you with a Bible verse. Jeremiah chapter 29, 11 through 13 says, I know the plans I have in mind for you, declares the Lord. They are plans for peace, not disaster, to give you a future filled with hope. When you call me and come and pray to me, I will listen to you. It has been such a pleasure being your class president this school year. Thank you for all the laughs and memories. And with that being said, this is the 2024 LaPorte High School Senior Class President, Kira Arrington, signing out.
Good evening once again. My name is Carlin Grammer, and I have the honor of serving as principal at LaPorte High School. Again, welcome to the 2024 LaPorte High School commencement ceremonies. At this time, I'd like to welcome our special guests on the stage, so please join me in welcoming our board president, Mr. Danny Hanks, board vice president, Russell Shoppy, board secretary, Jeff Martin, and LaPorte ISD board members, Melissa Crutcher, Mason Perez, Deanne Thompson, and Karen Wheeler Hall. I'd also like to welcome our superintendent, Dr. Walter Jackson, Deputy Superintendent for Academics, Dr. Rebecca Brown, Deputy Superintendent for Administration and Support Services, Dr. Dustin Bromley, Chief Financial Officer, Stacy McDowell, Executive Director for Secondary School Leadership, Paula Jackson, Executive Director for Elementary School Leadership, Dr. Alicia Upchurch, my Associate Principal, Hannah Brooks, and the LaPorte High School Registrar, Julia Carter. And just off the stage to my left, please welcome members of the district administration and campus principals. I also would like to acknowledge the LaPorte High School administrators and counselors, Assistant Principals Britta Carter, Nakiba George, Stacy Joseph, and Monica Martinez. And our LaPorte High School counselors, Lead Counselor Robin Galvan, and Alpha Counselors LaGreta Arrington, Brenda Sadler, Jennifer Cummings, April Hawthorne, Esther Norton, and Aaron Cameron Webb. Thank you for all that you do for our students. As is our custom, we would like to recognize the first responders at this time. These ladies and gentlemen do so much to keep our schools and community safe. If you are a member of a police department, emergency medical service, or fire department, will you please stand? We thank you for your service. On Monday, our country will be observing Memorial Day. For those brave men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed services, we would like to pay tribute. If you are a former or current member of an armed service, please stand and be recognized. We thank you for your service. A very special group of students we want to recognize have committed to serving this country as a member of the armed services. Will the members of the class of LaPorte High School class of 2024 who have enlisted in the armed services please stand and be recognized? Thank you in advance for your service. At this time, please welcome the President of the LaPorte ISD Board of Trustees, Mr. Danny Hanks.
All right, before we get started, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. I can appreciate a rivalry just as much as anybody. But well played, Deer Park, well played. You can turn the air conditioner on now. If you were to poll some of the former graduates here tonight, there would likely be a consensus that things are way different than they were when we graduated. Not better or worse, but undeniably different. I don't mean different in a negative connotation, but simply to acknowledge that the class of 2024 will face new challenges in new ways. But we say that every year, not because you are all different, but because we live in a world that's in a constant state of change. This means you must as well. Success is a journey, not a destination. How many times have we heard that before? Well, guess what? They weren't lying. It really is a journey. Look at tonight, for example. You're being honored as high school graduate, but it is merely the acknowledgement of the work, growth, and success of a 12-year journey to this point. You did not arrive here tonight ready for graduation. You have learned and struggled and overcome many things in the last 12 years that journey has led you to this exact place for this exact moment. By no means is the journey over. In fact, it's just beginning. The great news is you're not alone. Every human on the planet is on a journey to meet the same basic needs you will be seeking. We all need food, water, shelter, sleep. We need to feel safe and secure. But the biggest desires of human nature are to feel love, belonging, confidence, respect of others, and ultimately to experience our highest potential. To see these desires realized requires you to take a journey called life. Some move fast, some move slow, and others jump around a bit. But regardless of how you choose to navigate this journey, the journey itself is unavoidable. While it will be uniquely yours to take, you will experience some common themes, and I would like to share those with you tonight. These themes and principles have been taught and demonstrated by countless successful people throughout history. I find them to be a great compass for my personal journey, and I hope you find value in them as well. Number one, seek continuous improvement. Understand that perfection may not be attainable, but if you chase it, you're likely going to catch success. Number two, guard your reputation. It takes a lifetime to build a good reputation, and only 5 minutes or a bad social media post to destroy it. Number three, choose your circle wisely. Proverbs 27:17 says it this way: as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Find people who challenge you to be the best version of yourself always. It is also worth mentioning that you should avoid those who dull your blade as well. You know what I mean. Fail forward. No one likes failing, but you must understand that within every failure there is a seed of equivalent success. Learning how not to do something is just as important as learning how to do something. Learn from every outcome and keep moving forward. Take responsibility. You play a part in every situation or experience and therefore have some degree of responsibility for the outcome and or consequence. Taking responsibility for your actions will provide you with a deeper understanding of your true self and will inspire trust and admiration for those around you. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Every minute you spend wishing you had someone else's life is a minute wasting your own. Comparison with yourself brings improvement, but comparison with others brings discontent. Don't do it. Lastly, don't make long-term decisions for temporary problems. There will always be someone or something that upsets you. Don't allow emotion to jump in the driver's seat. Be objective, seek solutions, and work through it. Challenges should be a detour, not a dead end. But most importantly, remember this: you will not get to control every circumstance in your life, but you will always have a choice on how you respond to those circumstances. Never, ever surrender that authority to anyone or anything. Your unique journey is yours to navigate. If you get lost, go back to the last place, remember, and start again. You are smart enough, you are strong enough, and you are worthy of any success your journey brings. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we are proud of you. You are always welcome here, and we know you will accomplish great things. Good luck, stay safe, God bless, and congratulations.
If any of you are familiar with Stephen Covey, he wrote a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and he talked about attaining win-win outcomes. Well, this year at LaPorte High School, we have achieved a win-win outcome, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. This year's salutatorian is Ann Wynn. Ann will be attending the University of Texas in Austin, where she will major in health and society. She plans on becoming a healthcare administrator and after graduation from UT. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2024 LaPorte High School salutatorian, Ann Wynn.
Good evening, staff and administrators, friends and families, and the class of 2024. I am incredibly honored to be this year's salutatorian and allowed to stand here today and reflect on my high school experience. I remember back when I was a freshman, I sat in the stands watching my older sister give her own valedictorian speech. Never could I have imagined that I would get that very same opportunity, but only slightly less cool since I'm just number 2. We've been through so many ups and downs these past few years, but while I was brainstorming what to say for this speech, I realized how much I would genuinely miss coming to school every day, as much as I hated having to get up so early. I will forever be grateful for my parents deciding to choose to come here, even when there were plenty of other, more convenient options. This school has allowed me to grow and meet amazing people who I like to recognize. Thank you to all of my friends for being by my side no matter what, especially Trinity Chavez. I don't want to sound cliche, but even though I've known some of you for less than a year, I feel like we've been friends for forever. I would constantly struggle to talk to others, but somehow I've been lucky enough to meet some of the most genuine, incredible people ever. Now that we'll be parting ways, I will always miss staying up late to play games together and our daily calls to complain about the tons of assignments we have piled up instead of actually doing them, which may or may not have happened with the speech. But seriously, I could not have gone this far without your support and patience. I would also like to credit my teachers who have taught me over the years. Although I never got the opportunity to get to know some of you, each of you have made a huge difference in my life and helped me become a better person, teaching me all kinds of subjects and just how to be a part of community. And while every one of you have made an impact in me, I would like to give a special shout out to Mrs. Finnan for introducing me to microscopes, which made me want to pursue medicine until I realized how much I sucked at using them. Mrs. Hoffman for introducing me to the violin, which I've been playing for the past 7 years and still suck at. And especially Mr. Lacone. It's kind of become my personality now. But the first time I gave an impromptu speech in his academic decathlon class, I cried because of how nervous I was. But now, I'm standing in front of an entire stadium giving a speech. If that isn't character development, then I don't know what is. But being in his class helped me open up more to others and prepare for this nerve-wracking speech. Even though it was the safe environment of the class that helped me become the class jokester, it would not have been possible without Mr. Lacone's unwavering support in me. And speaking of support, nobody has given me more than my family. Because of them, I have been able to accomplish so much with my life. When I first brought up the idea of playing the violin, they instantly agreed for me to join the school orchestra and bought me a violin, even though they're always asleep during my concerts. When I got into the ACE program, they saw how overwhelmed I was and encouraged me to just try my best, because no matter how hard I fell, they would always be there to catch me. Not only did they support me in my academics, but they also put up with all of my shenanigans. I remember the first time I told them I wanted to become a farmer, they just kind of laughed it off. Even at my ripe old age of 18, I still have yet to get my driver's license. So I kind of forced them to drive me to stores to make my random food concoctions, which always go wrong. When they forced me to go to Vietnamese school, I would constantly have to write essays for the class. I would never know what to say, so I would enlist my dad to be my ghostwriter. He would just sit next to me and tell me exactly what to write. And now I've written one all by myself. And by myself, I mean with the help of Google Translate and my mom. Kính thưa bố mẹ, con xin cảm ơn ông bà ngoại bố mẹ đã nuôi con khôn lớn và dạy dỗ cho con trở thành người tốt. Con xin lỗi con hay bắt đầu lung tung và đùa giỡn ồn ào. Nhưng khi con đi học xa, bố mẹ không cần bận mình nữa. Con hứa sẽ cố gắng học giỏi và gọi cho bố mẹ mỗi ngày. Con sẽ nhớ những điều tốt. Con sẽ nhớ những điều tốt bố mẹ đã dạy con để cho tương lai của con được tốt đẹp. Now to get back to my speech, I have to thank my biggest role model and the person I wanted to be growing up, my older sister. I'm not even going to lie. As I was writing the speech, I got a bit overwhelmed and had to listen to her graduation speech for some inspiration. So if some parts sounded familiar, whoops. I remember on the drive back home from dropping you off at college, we bought some ice cream and you weren't there to eat it with us. That's the moment it hit me that you weren't going to be there every step of my life anymore. Even though it was annoying having to constantly fetch you water and share food all the time, I miss being able to spend time with you at home. I remember the first time you came back home, I was worried that it would be awkward since we hadn't seen each other in a while. But it was as if you never even left. Luckily, now that we'll be at the same college, we'll get to enjoy more car rides together and share an apartment. And of course, I can't thank my older sister without thanking my partner in crime, this year's valedictorian and my twin, Lynn. You know, one of the most frequently asked questions about twins is, which one's the smarter one? And out of pettiness, I used to say it was me. But sadly, now I have to admit that Lynn is smarter than me since there's proof. But genuinely, I'm so grateful that we've been able to share so many amazing experiences, this one being one of them. Even though we've been stuck with each other for our entire lives, we still seem to never run out of things to talk about, whether it's the same 5 stories, random nonsense, or serious debates. People try to split us up into different classes since 4th grade, so we would make new friends and get used to not oh my God. And get used to not always being with each other. But little did they know, we're going to the same college with the same major, so we're kind of stuck with each other for a while. Growing up, we had the wildest imaginations, creating characters and pretending to be bats, aliens, prisoners, and all sorts of other things. I remember we would spend hours outside flying through galaxies and hiding in the restroom pretending it was our prison cell. How did we become so lame now? But seriously, you have helped drag me across the finish line, and without you, life wouldn't be as interesting. I hope that in every lifetime, I get to be as lucky as this one and be your twin. Now that this speech has gone long enough, my last thank you is to every one of you here for joining me on this adventure. We started freshman year through laptop screens due to COVID-19, and now we're graduating away from our campus. But no matter the obstacles we've been through, we're all here today about to start new chapters in our lives. I hope all of the parents can recognize the hard work and dedication that these students have put into getting to where they are today. And honestly, standing here, I still feel like it hasn't truly settled in that after this, we're all going to leave to become real adults with responsibilities. We might face difficulties in the future or think that we're not good enough and want to give up. But just remember, you need pressure to make diamonds. So keep trying and you will shine. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann. Now for win number 2. Lynn Wynn will also be attending the University of Texas in Austin. She, too, will be majoring in health and society, after which she plans on becoming a healthcare administrator as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the LaPorte High School valedictorian, Lynn Wynn. Everything in the blue, okay? You start right here. There you go.
Good evening, family and friends, administrators, faculty members, other LaPorte staff, and most of all, the class of 2024. It is such an honor to be able to stand on the stage as LaPorte High School's valedictorian and share this incredible journey with all of you today. When I began writing this speech and reflecting on my time here, I quickly realized that this would be the most difficult assignment I've ever done. I pulled all-nighters and spent countless hours rewriting the speech, all because of our lovely Salutatorian. We are quite literally the same person, so writing about my unique experience was a challenge to say the least. Maybe it was slightly my fault for procrastinating, but I'm still going to blame everything on you, Ag. In all seriousness, these past 4 years have been an emotional roller coaster. I'm sure all of us here have been looking forward to this exact moment, finally being done with high school. But now that we're moments away from officially graduating, I can't help but feel a little sad about leaving. You know, I almost moved to Deer Park 2 different times because it was much closer to my house. It's as if I was destined to graduate at this stadium. I'm just glad that I get to be here today with all of you as a Bulldog. I'm eternally grateful that my parents decided to let me stay and sacrifice their time to drive 30 minutes every day for me to pursue my education here. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have met so many incredible people who I'd like to appreciate now. Thank you to all of my friends for sticking with me, no matter the hardships we went through. Some of you I've known for years, and some of you I've only known for months, but you are all equally special to me. I know I'm not the best conversationalist, but somehow we always found ways to bond with each other, whether we laughed, cried, or complained together. Thank you for always cheering me up when I'm feeling down, for getting me through tough times, and for listening to me rant about the same things over and over again. You've made a huge difference in my life, and it pains me to have to let you go. I wish I could keep you by my side forever, but I'll always be cheering you on, even as our paths diverge. I would also like to thank all of my teachers who have helped me get to where I am today. Although I didn't know some of you personally, each of you has taught me the necessary skills to not only be successful academically, but also in the real world. You have shaped me into the person I am today, and I'd like to recognize a few teachers in particular to have a lasting impact on me. Thank you, Ms. Hunt, for recognizing my potential and challenging me to hone my math skills. Thank you, Ms. Sam, for introducing me to the world of music, which led me to participate in the orchestra program for 7 years. I'll never forget about Boomwhackers and Quaver's marvelous world of music. Thank you, Ms. Beers, for reaffirming my love for music and the violin when I started losing motivation. It was your support that allowed me to play in the Philharmonic Region Orchestra. I would like to thank my counselor, Mr. Rutherford, for always being there for me and helping me realize that there was nothing wrong with the way I lived. Thank you, Ms. Whitlock and Mr. Joseph, for helping your respective schools run smoothly. I would not be here if it weren't for all of your support. Of course, I would like to thank my family for supporting me in everything I do and loving me unconditionally. My parents have always encouraged me to strive for greatness and reach my dreams, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Without their sacrifices, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish so many goals. When they saw how stressed I was about my college classes, they reassured me that I should just try my best because they would be proud of me no matter what. My dad even took it upon himself to relearn calculus when he saw me struggling with the material, even though he was constantly tired from work. I may be 18 now, but my mom still wakes up extra early to pack my lunch and drive me to and from school. When my parents were busy, my grandparents watched over me and made sure that I didn't get into trouble. I remember my grandpa used to ask me if I was first in my class. Ranks weren't out at the time, so I would always tell him that I didn't know. One of my biggest regrets is not telling him that I was valedictorian when he was still here. But I hope he can see me now. My family means the world to me, so I'd like to take this time to directly thank them in Vietnamese. Kính thưa ông bà ngoại, bố mẹ, con xin cảm ơn ông bà ngoại và bố mẹ đã vất vả nuôi con khôn lớn. Con biết đôi khi con làm bố mẹ buồn, nhưng lúc nào bố mẹ cũng luôn yêu thương và ủng hộ mỗi việc con làm. Con hứa sẽ cố gắng học giỏi, làm vui lòng bà ngoại và bố mẹ. Okay, I promise the rest of the speech is in English. I'd like to thank my older sister, who has always been my biggest role model growing up. We don't talk about our feelings often, but I just wanted to let you know that almost everything I've done was to make you proud. When I saw you give your valedictorian speech 3 years ago, I knew that I wanted to follow in your footsteps. Now here I am, giving my own valedictorian speech. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't sad when we dropped you off at college. It wasn't until we got home and I sent you a message saying, liberation, that it finally hit me that you wouldn't be here to watch me grow up throughout high school. You wouldn't be home to attend my orchestra concerts or come to my award ceremonies. I'm hesitant to admit that I miss splitting foods and drinks into thirds to share with you, even though it meant I'd get less. Luckily, we won't be apart for long anymore, now that we'll be at the same college. I look forward to you being my chauffeur and sharing an apartment. I'll forgive you for giving me the windowless room if it means we get to hang out again. I can't forget to thank my accomplice and twin, Anne. I can't believe that I get to share such a special moment with you, being valedictorian and salutatorian. Don't be too bummed about being second, though. You'll always be my #1 friend. I remember in kindergarten, I got into the GT program, but you didn't. You told me that you didn't want to be my friend. Well, look at us now, staying up late to write our speeches together, going to the same college with the same major, and sharing a room in our apartment. I'm honestly amazed that we've never gotten sick of seeing each other every day. I can't even entertain the thought of us eventually living our own lives. So for now, we'll continue to stay up all night talking about anything and everything on our minds, whether it's about our problems or just gossip. We've pretended to live so many different lives together, but I could never imagine one without you. You may have almost killed me in the womb, but you're my reason to live now. I honestly don't think I would have made it this far if it weren't for you. Thank you for being with me every step of the way so I don't have to experience life alone. I'm sorry you had to live 2 minutes without me. Now, for the last time, I'd like to thank the class of 2024 for making it to the end of this journey with me. COVID-19 forced us to start freshman year through computer screens, and as seniors, we're graduating away from the Porte. But even with all these challenges, we finally reached the end of our high school career. It's been difficult. You should be extremely proud of yourselves. As this chapter of life closes, the question of what's next remains. We'll be leaving our friends and families in pursuit of our dreams and faced with new responsibilities as adults. The road ahead certainly won't be easy, but it's up to you whether you grow from these obstacles or let them define you. With that being said, I wish all of you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Congratulations to class of 2024, and remember, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.
Now we would like to recognize our honor graduates. Seniors, if you are a member of the top 100 graduates, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. To the parents of the class of 2024, first, congratulations. We know today is a proud moment for you. The staff of LaPorte High School thanks you for your support and for working together with us to bring your students to this great moment. To the LaPorte High School faculty and staff, you are a truly dedicated, hardworking group of teachers who have dedicated their lives to the service of children. I thank each of you for your outstanding work. Will the LaPorte High School faculty and staff please stand and be recognized for your hard work and dedication. Thank you. The graduating class of 2024 has continued the tradition of spirit and pride at LaPorte High School with the recognition, awards, and honors that they brought to our campus and our community. These students are learners today, leaders tomorrow, but they're bulldogs for life. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Walter Jackson, to the podium to address and certify the class of 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Grammer. Mr. Hanks, President Hanks, Board of Trustees, esteemed family members, faculty, staff, guests, and finally to the class of 2024. My friends, there's a scripture that says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a LaPorte High School graduate, I put away childish things. And tonight, just for about 2 minutes, I want to talk about LaPorte High School graduates doing adult things. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now adults and you are graduating into adulthood. As you take this journey, we want to just simply encourage you to do some things that adults do. 3 values you need for success: faith in your God, love for your family, and always work hard for what you want. Students, good manners will take you farther down the road than a college degree ever will. Make sure you are practicing good social skills and having good manners. As an adult, you must take responsibility for your own actions. Your parents are no longer responsible for you. Go to college, go to the military, or get a job. Do one of the 3 because you're going to have to move out tomorrow. My friends, San Jacinto College has the Promise Program. The Promise Program is a college program that allows students from LaPorte, graduates from LaPorte High School, to go to San Jacinto, tuition and books all paid for free, to receive an associate's degree. I encourage you to take advantage of the Promise Program. The University of Houston, a very fine institution, but San Jacinto College is free. Baylor University was founded in 1845 when Texas was still a republic, a fine institution. San Jacinto College is free. Houston Christian College, founded in 1960, a very fine university in our city. But San Jacinto College is offering you a free academic scholarship to go to school. Folks, take advantage of the opportunity to go and do that. Debt is at an all-time high. College debt is at an all-time high. And I really want to encourage our students to take advantage of free college tuition. Students all over the nation are taking advantage of what we call NIL, name, image, and likeness, to play football and basketball and run track and play soccer at our world's finest universities. San Jacinto College ought to be able to take advantage of you and let you go there for your name, your intellectual capacity, and your brilliance. Take advantage of the Promise Program. Take advantage of the Promise Program. Ladies and gentlemen, my last one. The world does not owe you anything. Are y'all hearing me? The world does not owe you anything. Make certain that you tread out your own path and your own journey and work hard for what it is that you want out of life. And finally, my brothers and my sisters and our fellow graduates tonight, failure is not an option for your life. Make certain that you do something with your life moving forward from tonight. Thank you for that time. Graduates, if you would please rise at this time. All graduates, would you please rise at this time? President Hanks, Board of Trustees, Principal Mr. Grammer, esteemed colleagues and faculty and staff, by the power vested in me by the state of Texas and the LaPorte Independent School District and the Board of Trustees, I certify that these students have met the requirements set forth by both the state of Texas and the LaPorte Independent School District and have earned the right to be called graduates and are privy to the rights and privileges and responsibilities thereof. Let's give them a hand. At this time, you may be seated, graduates.
Okay, graduates, at this time, you may move your tassels from the right to left to signify your movement from students to graduates. Congratulations. For a number of our students, this is actually their second graduation ceremony. Quite a few of them earned an associate's degree from San Jacinto College through participation in our Accelerated College Education, or ACE program. They graduated from San Jacinto College on Tuesday, May 14th. Graduates, if you earned an associate's degree from San Jacinto College, please rise. Thank you. You may be seated. In just a moment, we're going to present our diplomas, but I just want to take a moment and please bear me this privilege. You guys are going to hold a special place in my heart as my last graduating class here. So I want to thank you personally for allowing me to be your principal. It's been an honor and a pleasure. And so thank you so much for allowing me to do that. I told my staff something today, and they're all going to moan when I tell you this because I'm repeating what I told them. But I heard a statement a couple of days ago that I think really was applicable to the staff, and I think it's applicable to you as graduates. You've been through a lot. But I will tell you that God didn't call you to be ordinary. He called you to be extraordinary. So when you walk across this stage, walk across that stage and be extraordinary when you leave this ceremony, okay? So congratulations, guys. Graduates, at this time, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Lin Wen. Ann Wen. Tristan Hunter Chavez. Amy Dew. Ava Isadora Espinoza. Sydney Rebecca Gilmore. Julian Gia. Marisol Mia Lopez. Brianna Renee Lopez Myers. Ronan Gabriel Marler. Ashley Dominique Miller. Yasmin Michelle Muhammad. Nevea Danielle Munoz. Lauren Cody Wen. Daniel Manuel Ortiz. Addison Lynn Parker. Avery Grace Singleton. Haley Elizabeth Spears. Ariel Aphrodite Thompson. Alyssa Claire Thompson. Bailey Grace Upshaw. Brooklyn Riley Waller. Amy Ellen Willis. Kira Lane Arrington. Suba Raman Auna. Noah Michael Ayala. Ender Michael Burris. Trinity Isabel Chavez. Samantha Joe Klein. Cade Thomas Cook. Alyssa Danae Crump. Madison Riley Dominguez. Aixa Fernanda Garcia. Malachi Gonzalez. Cassidy Leanne Hayes. Jordan Laura Harrington. David Alejandro Lara. Ella Evangeline Lowe. Kennedy Reese Marks. Gilma Nathalie Martinez. Ruben Ray Mendiola. Kaylin Reese Miracle. Galilea Moya. Natalie Munoz. Caden Wen. Stuart Price Ostro. Angelica Ontiveros Martinez. Annalise Avery Owen. Melissa Paula Perez. Destiny Nicole Renee Pete. Mackenzie Ray Prigmore. Juan Alberto Puente. Nathan Michael Rico. Rahana Runwall. Jalen Rose Salazar. Xavier Lee Salinas. Eunice Schwab. Keegan Matthew Shawley. Aubrey Lynn Slayton. Lacey Nicole Saunier. Catherine Ann Spriggle. Hannah Marcelite Stays. Zachary Lennon Summy. Alejandro Javier Toledo. Julissa Anastasia Valdez. Ivan Vela. Elena Renee Whitaker. Brendan Paul Andrews. Ernesto Argueta III. Ezra Victor Arriaga. Madison Brielle Blissett. Alexander Nathaniel Borja. Landon Lamar Cunningham. James Alexander Ross Dawson. Fabian De Leon. Mario Delgado Gutierrez. Arlen Jolette Garza. Isabella Catalina Garza. Linda Gonzalez. Jordan Nicole Hawkins. Cassidy Ray Hayes. Nicole Alexa Herrera. Maya Keeley Joyner. Landon Patrick K. Tabitha Noel Marler. Gavin Rafferty McAvoy. Emma Page McLaren. Alyssa May Noel. Ciara Janet Orr. Tyler Lloyd Patrick. Samantha Rodriguez. Isabella Petra Rowe. Jesse San Miguel. Nathan Isaiah Silva. Lila Lynn Snyder. Zachariah Francois Sudin. Maylee Kaya Spicer. Leland Alexander Tran. Sebastian Valdez. Damian Alexander Zabronic. Christopher David Castillo Jr. Christopher Wayne Morrison. David Keaton Taylor. Edelyn Natasha Acevedo. Terry John Atkins III. Atticus Rain Alberson. Emma Grace Allen. Camarino Almazan Jr. Ricardo Luis Alvarado. Alexa Yamileth Alvarado. John David Anderson. Jude Christopher Enkenbrook. Cassidy Renee Arevalo. Cottrell Dwayne Armstead. Alexia Marie Arredondo. Anaya Renee Atkins. Isla Zisha Relampagos Avergonzado. Gracelyn Renee Bailey. Atlee Elijah Carlton Balch. Amy Alize Valerio. Nathan Andrew Barrera. Raven Barrera. Juliana Isabel Barrientos. Madison Nicole Batiste. Joseph Nicholas Bearden, Jr. Callista Paige Beck. Pearson Gabriel Bernal. Christina Nicole Betancourt. Lily Ann Binford. Francesco Bitetto. Daniel Noel Bonilla. Isaac Jared Bonilla. Anthony William Botero. Adam Boutreau III. Sidra Taryn Bryce. Yuri Jamal Allendale Bright. Shanora Lanice Broadnax. Kyria Lachey Brown. Joshua Hayden Buckaloo. Dominic Joseph Bundins. Claire Marie Burke. Haley Marie Butland. Uzias Caceres Neftali. Emily Calhoun. Daniela Jacqueline Canizales Reina. Marley Aaliyah Cantu. Seth Daniel Carr. Eric Rene Carrasco. Carlos Daniel Cervantes Rocha. Shelby Lynn Chadbourne. Teddy Cartier Charlie. Fifi Katarangi Marie Chesbro. Juliana Elizabeth Bale Christensen. Luna Castillo. Hannah Faith Coffin. Bryce Austin Cole. Daphne Vernice Colasso Nieves. Brianne Danielle Cooper. Mia Nicole Cooper. Ace Abner Corpus. Isabella Marie Cortez. Jaden James Cox. Jacob Andrew Crawford. Carissa Marie Crump. Crystal Michelle Cruz. Juan Andres Cruz Duran. Dylan Scott Davis. Michaela Camille Davis. Nevaeh Marie Davis. Jenalee Denise Dawson. Marcus Cameron Day. Christian Antonio De Leon. Bethany Ariana De La Garza. Christopher James De La Rosa. Matthew Dong. Sarah Jo Doss. Dustin Adam Eason. Ariana Grace Elledge. Valerie Rose Angisveen. Aiden Esteban Escarino. Dakota Renee Evans. Elizabeth Eleanor Evans. James William Favre V. Isabella Diane Fernandez. Logan Fields. Rafael Junior Figueroa. Jalen Laron Fisher. Madeline Grace Foose. Jonathan Kyler Freddy. Joseph Adam Fuentes. Alberth Eduardo Fuentes Salazar. Ashley Gallardo. Daniel Gallegos Perez Jr. Sophia Isabella Galvan. Angel Xavier Andres Garcia. Abril Michelle Garcia Aguinaga. Zonia Garcia Mendez. Brian Israel Garcia Ramirez. Alyssa Lizette Garza. Anthony Garza. Mariah Sierra Garza. Brian Miguel Gaspar. Montserrat Gayton. Ariana Lisette Gomez. Kiana Faith Gomez. Adam Chase Gonzalez. Anaeli Gonzalez. Chris Gonzalez. Daniel Gonzalez II. John Daniel Gonzalez. Sophia Marie Gonzalez. Grayson Lee Goodrow. Angelina Nicole Goins. Zachary Dylan Gragg. Ernesto Ariel Grana. Sarah Joy Green. Gian Carlo Guardiola. Jakai Sai Gums. Anaí Gutierrez. Sarah Isabel Gutierrez. Kelsey Nicole Hope Hansen. Taya Annette Harper. Alania Victoria Hayes. Taylon Jordan Heyman. Natalie Paris Haywood. Nicole Paige Haywood. Alondra Hernandez. Leslie Alexander Hernandez. Mia Alexa Hernandez. Nadia Mia Hernandez. Sochi Alejandra Hernandez Marroquin. Manuel Herrera. Savannah Shanice High. Jonathan Eduardo Hinojosa. Colin Casey Hodgen. Julian Kevin Hoggett. Zachariah James Holloway. Ethan Austin Jesus Maria Holt. Leticia Marie Hootman. Major Nye Horn. Tatiana Sade Howard. Adrian Wazano. Grayson Wayne Huckabee. Hunter Cade Hudspeth. Madeline Grace Humphrey. Elijah Christopher Hutto. Anaya Malay Jackson. Phelan Patrick Jacob. Ella Marie Jessen. Dirk DeJean Johnson Jr. Jordan Tian Johnson. Alistair Reese Johnson. Everett Lane Johnston. Jaden Jordan Jones. Camden O'Neill Antley Kelly. Tristan Luke Kelly. Nicholas Trey Kimball. Elena Raylene Kirk. Micah Nathaniel Klinkerman. Brandon Allen Knight. Jaden Riley Kostelnik. Jacob Matthew Lashley. Joshua Charles Lau. Kiana LaPrincia Bright Allen. Caleb Alexander Lay. Edmar Isaac Leal. Kaylee Jade Leatherwood. Dylan Jacob Lewis. Abner Lima. Cameron Michelle Lofton. Skylar Kellis Logan. Shakira Aglain Lopez. Dallas Grayson Lott. David Anthony Lozano. Caden Paul Lundy. Ethan Joshua Lux. Nadia Marie Major. Antonio Marquez. Zael Anthony Marrero. Ashlyn Rose Martinez. Rebecca Abigail Martinez. John Michael Mascaro. Clint Anthony McKay. Erilyn Denise Mackenzie Diggles. Jennifer Nicole Medina. Florentino Adrian Mandiola. Kale Alvin Miller. Lillian Dominique Miller. Caden Trent Lynn Minks. Paris Elise Mitchell. Adriana Alexis Molina. Christopher Molina. Enrique Jose Molina Gutierrez. Eureka Mondesir. Brianna Janice Moore. Madison Ann Moore. Madison Trinity Moore. Cassandra Moreno. Jonathan Carlos Moya. Aiden Antonio Manguia. Luis Angel Nazar. Gibson Welch Neely. Braden Scott Nelson. Austin Jade Boyette Netherton. Amani Alexandra Nieves. Lizeth Esther Ocanas. Eric Ivan Ochoa II.
Christopher Noel Olivares Gutierrez.
Christopher Noel Olivares Gutierrez.
Jennifer Andrea
Jennifer Andrea
Olvera.
Olvera.
Marisela Abigail
Marisela Abigail
Ordonez Martinez.
Ordonez Martinez.
Adrian Christopher
Adrian Christopher
Orozco.
Orozco.
Araceli Sierra Ortiz.
Araceli Sierra Ortiz. James Gilbert Ostro. Elideth Zitlali Para. Aiden Joseph Parrish. Alexa Gabrielle Pena. Diego Pena. Jasmine Melissa Pena. Juan Andres Pena Jr. Omar Peraza Zazueta. Chloe Leanne Perez. Elena Corinne Quintanilla. Abraham Quintero. Victor Quintero. Madison Avery Ramirez. Aaron Ramos Marin. Jessica Abigail Reyes. Alexia Naomi Reyna. Jenna Alexandra Rios. Penelope Rios. Joshua Nathaniel Rivas. Caleb Matthew Charles Robertson. Joel Arturo Rodriguez Jr. Jorge Rodriguez. Casey Joseph Rodriguez. Luis Carlos Rodriguez Jr. Zavi Luis Rodriguez. Johnny Alberto Romero. Pablo Romero Jr. Christian Jose Rubio. Ismael Ricardo Rubio. Jose Noe Rubio Romo. Ayla Marie Ruffin. Leo Thomas Russell. Daniel David Saavedra Jr. Adam Ian Salas. Abercane Salazar. Angel Adolfo Salinas Tapia. Damian Salinas. Lexi Alia Sanchez. Rolando Tomas Sanchez. Joshua Braden Sanders. Alexis Renee Schaefer. Andrew James Schecksnyder. James Brian Schmidt. Cecilia Isabel Sarna. Damian Xavier Seto. Caleb Amir Shannon. Marilyn Renee Shelton. Christopher Xavier Silva. Roberto Silva IV. Sarah Nicole Silva. Macy Lane Slavic. Amia Bernadette Smith. Colton Parker Smith. Isaac Glenn Smith. Kaylee Joe Smith. Brixton Lloyd Soap. Haley Renee Soilu. Sean Thomas Summer. Marvin Enrique Sosa. Xavier Andrew Sosa. Aiden Dean Sparks. Michelle LaFawn Springer. Victoria Nicole Starnes. Tanner James Stevens. Corey Vincent Stock. Jeremiah Daniel Stockman. Jasmine Lizette De Leon. Jalen Patrick Stow. Haley Rain Strange Higginbotham. Jasmine Alexis Suarez. Roselle James Sumra. Lexi Marie Sabo. Stephen Michael Balthazar Taylor. Benjamin Daniel Tercero. Connor Jace Styler. Christian Alexander Thibodeau. Kershawn Kiel Thomas. Noah Michael Thornton. Braden Lee Tyner. Amaris Sierra Torres. Crystal Tiffany Torres. Jamie Masako Torres. Mackenzie Ann Trailer. Julius Anthony Trevino. Nash Leland Turner. Christian Derek Turner Marchand. Michael Paul Valier Jr. Ruby Vera. Jose Alfonso Vidal Baeza III. Christian Kyler Vives. Aiden Cash Walters. Kirk James Warren. Audrey Rain Weaver. Sydney Michelle Whitaker. Carl Benjamin Whitfield Jr. Joshua Owen Williams. Matthew Blake Williams. Michael James Williams. Tyran Ajan Williams. Michaela Jean Williamson. Audrey Elizabeth Wilson. Nathan Daniel Wolbricht. Jaden Edward Wolf. Nassar Zabin. Ray Owen Eli Zertucci. Austin Howard Yeary. Cash Allen Martinez.
Thank y'all, guys. Great job. How about another round of applause for the class of 2024? At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Student Council President Brooklyn Waller. Hi, Brooklyn. So all yours is in the blue. Here, and there.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I want to start off by saying we did it. It's official. As we stand on the threshold of this momentous occasion, we're filled with a whirlwind of emotions, excitement, nostalgia, and perhaps a touch of apprehension about what lies ahead. Today marks the end of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It's a day to celebrate our achievements, but also to reflect on the journey that brought us to this point. As we entered high school as wide-eyed freshmen, uncertain of what the future held, over the years, we navigated through countless challenges, both academic and personal. We conquered exams, tackled extracurricular activities, and forged long-lasting friendships that have become the fabric of our high school experience. As our journey was not without its share of setbacks and obstacles, we've stumbled, we fell, but we always found the strength to rise again. Each setback was a lesson in resilience, teaching us that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. As we prepare to embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us carry with us the lessons that we've learned within these walls. Let us remember the importance of perseverance, the power of resilience, and the value of community. Let us never forget the support and guidance of our teachers who have imparted upon us not only the knowledge, but also wisdom and compassion. As we bid farewell to high school and look towards the future, let us embrace the opportunities that lie ahead with courage and optimism. Let us dare to dream big, chase our passions, and make a positive impact on the world around us. Amidst the excitement of new beginnings, let us also take a moment to express our gratitude. Gratitude for the unwavering support of our families, for the friendships that have sustained us, and for the memories that we will cherish for a lifetime. And while we're talking about gratitude, I just want to shout out my parents. They've been there for me the entire way. I think if they didn't keep up with the reassurance, I probably wouldn't be here today. Amidst the excitement of new beginnings, let us also take a moment to express our, I'm so honored I've had the privilege to serve as this year's Student Council President. I've had a wonderful time getting to work so closely with both my fellow peers and administrators. Congrats, class of 2024. The world awaits you, and I have no doubt that each one of us will go on to achieve great things. Now, if y'all please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day of achievement and celebration. Bless each graduate with hope, joy, and love as they step into their future. Guide their paths with your wisdom and light. May they use their talents and knowledge to enrich the life of others and to glorify your name. In gratitude and with great hope for the future, we pray. Amen.
As we approach the end of tonight's ceremony, I just want to remind you at the end, after we will play a recessional, the seniors will move to the end zone on the other end. We ask that everyone please remain in the stands until we're able to clear some folks out of here, and then we will allow the students to come back onto the field, and we'll allow you back on here so you can take pictures and continue with the celebration. But we just ask you to wait until we get our seniors down to that end of the field. So thank you for your cooperation on that. At this time, as our tradition, I would ask that Mr. Sutherland would bring his senior members of the LaPorte High School Choir to the front, in front of the stage here. They're going to turn and lead our senior class one last time in our alma mater. Seniors, you should stand for this, please.